20 to 40, like whatever you kind of
Oh, okay,
work.
great. Awesome.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Hello. Thank you for joining us. It's very pretty here in Los Angeles today. Very lovely. We are here to talk about vintage makeup. I am Amber. I'll be answering your questions and help fielding that. And this, of course, is the wonderful Gabriela Hernandez. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
And we are separate. We are at our little home studios of sorts to keep everything as safe as we can. Also, because of that, sometimes things are a little loopy. I had crazy sounds happening throughout our last video. So, if stuff is a little iffy sometimes with crazy sounds and stuff, it's just because we're doing our best. So thank you so much. Also, somebody left a note that my hair was hitting my microphone last video. I'm so sorry for that. That's probably quite annoying. I've got my hair away from it. But if stuff like that happens, please feel free to let us know. They said it in a very nice way in the comments. So it's no problem. And lastly, already people are doing it. Tell us where you are watching from in the comments if you don't mind. And Gabrielle, we have people already from DC, England,
Wow.
Michigan, Costa Rica. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Aiken, South Carolina, neat. So we've already got all kinds from everywhere, and that's super, super exciting. So if you have
Awesome.
questions throughout, feel free to put them in the comments there, and then we're gonna just take it away, Gabriela. Let's see what you have today. We have a 60s theme today, right?
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. Today we are going to be very groovy, baby. And we're going to do a 60s day. So,
That really caught me
uh,
off guard. You really caught me.
yes. Like Austin Powers and
Yes,
very groovy.
very much.
So all of these products are from the '60s, and they are from different companies. I'm going to start off with this little set here. Um, that you can see by
Ooh.
the pattern on this. It's kind of like a little pouch. It's
Yeah.
made out of a plastic type material. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
it opens up like this. So it's a travel set. It was made for people to
Oh.
take on the road and travel. It was made by a company called Reefer Galler,
Mm.
and this company is still around actually. They now they'll do mostly like bug sprays and moth closet for moths,
Uh-huh.
closet hangers for moths and things that are repellents and
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature, because I guess they used to do that as well. But in the 60s they made this set, and it was aimed at women obviously, and it had all of these items in it, in little pockets. Let me show.
Ooh.
See, like little pockets in here, like you would take this when you travel, I guess. Very, very
Ooh.
handy. It's kind of like what you do now with like wipes or travel wipes and things like this.
Uh-huh.
So these were around in the
Ooh.
60s, as you can see here. So you had all kinds of. You had a little towel for the face and
Oh.
neck. So this
You
little
can put it like right in
little
front of your face, kind of, Gabrielle. I think that's the best.
like there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a little towelette. It says cleans, refreshes, and cools. So there you go, toilette.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
that's one
wow.
of the items in here. Then you had for when you're traveling and wanted to, I guess, wash your clothes. You had like a kind of a wool-like type
Ooh.
of product where you wash your clothes in cool water in a hotel
Mm-hmm.
sink or something like that. So a
Uh-huh.
little pouch of soap to wash.
Wow.
You had a little pouch of wipe and shines for your shoes.
Oh,
So
that seems
really
handy.
handy here. Yeah, really handy. Look at just and it says here just wipe the saturated pad over your shoes and that's it. So that's kind of neat. And then you had a little pouch of deodorant. She's kind of nice.
Yeah.
deodorant on the go. See, you just
Ooh.
yeah, you just open the little pouch and use. And then it had even a little cap in here for your shower. Um, so it had a little shower cap just in case, like the hotel didn't have a shower cap for
Mm-hmm.
you. It had a little shower cap. Um, Came like this, and it was the little elastic and even like a print on
Yeah.
it.
Does
The
that
ones
feel
now are
like,
clear, you know.
yeah. Does it feel like a shower cap we have now, or does the plastic feel any different?
Yes. Yeah, no, it's about the same as the
Yeah.
ones that we have now, except that this one has printed little flowers on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little more decorative.
Yeah.
Uh, and it came in a baggie that has a graphic on it that
Mm-hmm.
says, printed shower cap,
Oh, cute.
for travel. It's kind of cool.
That is all
So
very
so this
cute.
little set it's kind of neat. It has some really useful things in it. If I was traveling, I would certainly appreciate a little thing like this
Yeah.
that has all these things. So this was around in the '60s. Just a little thing to put in your thing. I think it's
That is
pretty neat,
adorable. I know.
actually.
I would I would want to use every single one of those things. The deodorant pouch too is such a pretty design. I was like, oh,
Isn't it cute?
I'd hang
Yeah,
it
it's
up
cute.
on my
I
wall.
haven't, yeah, I haven't opened any of these to see if any
Oh,
of this stuff,
sure.
because it's actually, it feels kind of hard, so I think it's dried out. Because
Yeah.
this actually had alcohol in it,
Mm-hmm.
to put the deodorant on,
Oh.
and regular deodorant type ingredients, but it did have alcohol, so it must have evaporated over the years. So
Yeah.
that's why it's kind of hard. Uh, and the same with the little towelettes in that; they're all kind of hard in there. Um, the soap is still intact, though. The soap
Oh.
is still feels like soap.
Yeah.
Uh, so maybe the soap still works. I don't know. Kind of neat though. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one I have for you is from Estee Lauder. It's a Estee Lauder set,
Oh.
and it comes in a box like this, like
Mm-hmm.
and then inside of the box it has two products. See,
Ooh.
a compact
Mm-hmm.
and a lipstick.
Oh, wow. Very intricate
Yes.
design on the
Yeah,
compact
yeah,
there.
very interesting. This was done around 1964,
Mm.
and let me show you the lipstick. The lipstick on the bottom. See how it has kind of a thing on the bottom, like those little
And
depressions in
move
there.
it over just a little bit, I think. Yeah, there we go.
You see how it has these
Yeah.
depressions on there? It's because this is a refill. It actually
Oh.
fit inside of a container that was more decorative. So
Uh-huh.
that's why it doesn't have a base, because you can take this off and then put it in your
Put the whole
refill.
thing.
Yeah, in your
Oh.
fancier case that you can put it in. So, and you would dispose of this cap and just put the refill into your fancy case,
And is
basically.
that refill bottom, is that a metal
Yes,
tube?
the
Mhm.
whole thing is, yeah, the whole thing is metal.
Yeah.
Yes, all this piece is metal. The cap is plastic,
And you're meant
but this was supposed to be a disposable cap, and you
yeah,
were supposed to keep this and put it in your refill.
back in your
Uh,
thing.
so the color on this is called pink Sorrento.
Cool. Yeah, right
Pink
about there. Oh.
pink Sorrento.
Ooh, pretty.
And the thing about this lipstick is changed a little. The color has kind of gotten a little bit weird on the
Oh,
top
yeah.
there, so you can see. Um, but it was at the time when uh, Estee Lauder had a cream called Renutriv cream,
Uh-huh.
Renutriv cream, and they decided to put it in the lipstick, to put like the same ingredients of the cream into the lipstick.
Uh-huh.
So this lipstick has the same brand as the cream. So it's called Renutriv, and you can see it on the thing right here. See,
Yeah. Yeah, there
it
you go.
says Renutriv.
Uh-huh.
So that was the name of the cream. So they infuse, I guess, the cream with that. The color, when you actually see it, well, looks
Ooh,
like that.
that almost looks like the color of my shirt today.
So
That's
it's kind of like a
cool.
peachy pink color.
Oh,
It's not bad.
wow.
It's not too bad.
So it's still swatched that colorful,
Yeah,
even though you
it
could
does.
see that the color
Yeah,
was a
it
little,
does. Yeah, you just have to
wow.
dig in a little bit because the
Yeah.
surface is not great. And then the powder is called Honey Glow
Ooh.
powder, and it's a pressed powder. And when you open it, it has a
Ooh.
puff, and the
Hmm.
powder in there. That's the color.
And was that a like foundation kind of powder or more of a setting powder? Do you know?
Yeah, it just says pressed powder film.
Hmm.
So it was a pressed powder. It does have a bit of color, it seems,
Yeah.
to it. It has it's very fragrant. I can
Oh,
still
really?
smell it. Oh yeah, yeah. It's very perfumey kind of. The color, you can see it really
Yeah.
well there. Kind of a light color. But as far as coverage, it it just looks like powder. I mean,
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Just a regular
you can,
powder. What does
you
it
can
smell
see
like? Like a florally kind of
it's
perfume?
floral.
Yeah.
Yeah, very perfumey
Very
floral.
scented. Oh, funny.
Yes, yes, and yeah, it came in this box and it had a little. It was a gift set, obviously,
Oh.
so it had a little card in there that says a beautiful gift for you, and then it describes the product
Oh.
back here, and it tells you, all about it. And then inside, it talks about the fact that they put the cream into the powder,
Right.
into the lipsticks.
And after this video is done for everybody watching, Gabrielle is going to take pictures of all these things and put them on her Instagram. So if you want to
Yes,
go to
definitely.
at Besame Girl on Instagram, you can always get a closer look at all of this stuff. Since it,
Yes,
we don't expect you to read the whole thing, but just to get
yes.
a, idea
Yeah,
of it
you
in the
can. Yeah,
video.
I'll post it so you guys can read it. But the color is very pretty. I thought the color was really nice, and it's a nice. It's a very peachy. It's kind
Yeah.
of a bright shade actually. It's not too
Yeah.
subdued. It's rather bright
Yeah.
when you look
Sakura
at it.
says it looks kind of like our portrait peach swatch. It's
Kind of
kind
a
of
little bit,
similar. Yeah.
except Portrait Peach. I don't think is as bright as
Yeah.
this.
That's a
This is a
very
little bit
bright
more
color.
more saturated, I think, in color. But it's nice. Yeah, it's a very nice set, very cute set. The case is not. It's not metal. It's a plastic case.
Oh, for
Uh,
the compacts.
yeah, it's a plastic case. It's a hard plastic material with the big uh,
Oh, yeah.
thing on the
That's a
back
thick one.
here. Yeah, very thick thing here, and then the gold deco on the top.
Well,
But it's a nice gift set. I think very cute for the period. Um,
well, and it's really interesting too, showing the lipstick, replacement, because we were talking last week about how replaceable, refillable lipsticks almost
yes,
create just as much waste as
right.
buying a new lipstick. And you can see you have a full cap you'd have to get rid of. You have to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
such a
This
thick,
yeah
like,
yeah
container.
yes. Usually you had to throw away these, and they all came with some kind of cap, either a clear one or white one or a
Hmm.
colored one like this. But yeah, then this is the part that you would use. But even after you used it, you had all this metal part that
Yeah.
you would have to dispose of and get a new one anyway, and also toss this part as well.
Yeah.
So there's still a measure of waste in there anyways, because you're just putting it in a fancier case, but you do have all these other additional pieces that you
Yeah.
still have to throw away when you buy them. So,
Yeah.
so
Just
those are,
wanted to say hi to a couple people watching just because they said hello. Sakura said hello. Oh, we also have people from Belgium, Mexico, Northampton,
wow,
Toronto. So everywhere. Really cool.
wow.
Cynthia, hello. She said, so happy to catch you live. Ginger Peach Vintage, hello. She said she loves those detailed cards that come in the box. Yeah, they're so cool. And
They're
if you
so
guys
cool.
have questions about any of the stuff that we're talking about, feel free, or questions from
Oh, yes,
Gabriela in
please.
general, feel free to
Oh, yes,
ask
please.
those. And if we don't get to them right away, don't worry. But we will before the video is over. Cool. Thank you
Awesome.
guys for telling us all that stuff. Yeah. So, what else do
Yes,
we
one more. I
have?
have
One
one more for
more.
you.
Ooh.
So this one is in Helena Rubinstein
Oh.
product, and it's a scent. It's from a scent that was made that was called Heaven Scent.
Oh,
That was
cute.
the name of the perfume. It was launched in 1941, the scent, but this particular piece was done in the 60s, and it's a basically comes in a little box like this, and
Mhm.
the Heaven Scent logo was a little cherub guy
Mhm.
right there, uh,
That's cute.
and and it says the name there and a thing. And so it's a little box, and then when you open it, inside there is a brochure, and you can see in the photo here um, that they're definitely a 60s lady
Ooh.
right there. Look at these brochures. It says Heaven Sent Perfume Rings. So this is a ring that had perfume inside, a solid perfume inside. So it
Wow.
came in different in different ways. So there was all these designs of rings.
Oh,
See, so
wow. That's
yeah,
so
isn't
cool.
that wild? So you could get all these different types. There's like pearl ones,
Mm-hmm.
and ones that have like an emerald, and
Wow.
so all these different ones, and they all had the perfume inside. The one I have, so this box right here is marked with the price, so I know this at that time cost $7.50.
Oh, and what
So
year
this
was that from
costs,
again?
huh?
What year was this one from again? Do you
This
remember?
was in the
Or
60s.
in
This
the
came
60s,
out in the
yeah.
60s, yeah. So the ring I have this design, which looks like this.
Wow. Oh,
Isn't that
wow.
fun?
That is a fun.
And it's an adjustable ring. They were adjustable, kind of like those rings that you got in the
Yeah, like mood
early,
rings or the had a
yeah,
lot of
where
those as a kid.
you can just press it and make it smaller,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then what it was is that it opens up on the top like this,
Woo.
and then the
And
perfume
that's
is
the
in there.
perfume. Wow.
See?
Miss Cocoa Peas, or I'm sorry, I messed up your name, but she said she wore Heaven Sent in high school. You should tell us
Oh, okay.
what it smelled like to you, or if you had this ring or a ring version of it, we'd also feel free to
It's
write that.
very, very, yes, it's very, very floral
Mm-hmm.
for sure, and sweet. Very, very floral, sweet.
Is that
Um,
the color that the perfume was, or did it kind of turn
I
in
think it
time?
turned,
Yeah.
it probably was a lot lighter than this
Yeah.
color when it first was on there, but after perfumes have oils, and the
Yeah.
oils go rancid, and as they go rancid, they get darker and darker. So
Right.
so the oils in this obviously have already expired, so that's why this looks so dark. So when it was poured, it was probably a lot lighter,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of lighter color, but you can see like it's full of the
Wow.
perfume in there.
And does it still, it doesn't smell like it's turned off or anything like that. It's just still pretty pungent.
Oh, it's pretty strong. it's not, it has not diminished the scent.
Wow.
Um, yes, it's very powdery floral.
Mm-hmm.
This scent, and
Oh,
very
that's
sweet,
interesting.
powdery and floral scent. I don't know how the original was. If this maybe got a little bit stronger over the years, could be. Um, but
Yeah.
uh, but certainly an interesting thing. And it came in all these. See, it says filled with lingering solid perfume. I could
Oh.
attest to that. It is very lingering.
Yeah.
it still lingers even from 1960. So that this is a very good description. uh, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It's it uh, it's very interesting. It has they had all these ones. It was a pearl, a jade, a coral, a turquoise, a topaz, a green enamel, or a blue enamel.
Wow.
So it came in all these different types of designs and things, and um, it's kind of a cute
Oh,
thing. I
sweet.
thought, yeah, it's
Yeah,
cute.
Mrs. Cocoa Pie said she had the spray and bath powder in like
Ah,
1970, 71. And
oh, okay,
if that came out in about 1965-ish,
yeah,
$7 would be about $56 today.
yes.
So not,
So it's not,
not a
yeah,
cheap
it
item.
wasn't that inexpensive either, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the perfume itself launched in 1941,
Hmm.
but so it was very successful because obviously they kept making products and
Yeah.
re-releasing it. And even more recently, they re-released and have new
Oh.
graphics for Heaven Sent. So
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
who if it's still made right now, but I've seen bottles that are more current than this design. So
Oh.
they have reissue it, over and over again. So
Yeah.
it was a very popular scent, very interesting piece, and I thought it was kind of cool. So
I know. I
there you
love
go.
it.
It's like yeah, and these are still around if you're interested. They
Hmm.
do have them in eBay and other places. Still have some of these if you just like the jewelry or you want to put something else in the ring
Yeah.
because the mechanism is rather strong. So like, see,
Oh,
it,
wow.
it is it's very tight mechanism here,
Yeah.
and it's heavy duty. So if you wanted to make yourself a ring with something else in it, like lip
Yeah.
gloss or something else, you can take that off and refill it with uh, with your favorite lip gloss or lipstick.
That's cool.
Just melt it
Hmm.
and pour
Just
it right
pour it
in.
in.
Yeah.
We have
So
some questions if you don't mind.
yes, sure.
Let's see. Let's get. Also, Cynthia said her mom had a ring similar to that and called it her poison ring. So
Yeah,
if
exactly. I
that's
was
what you
just
want
gonna say
to
poison.
do,
You can put your favorite poison thing
your
in there,
favorite
but
poison can go in
yeah,
there.
exactly.
We don't
There you
recommend
go.
that per se, but hey.
Yes.
Uh, so it's Stark Marie. She had a question about Red Hot Red. Um, how did you find out that it was one of Marilyn's favorite lip colors? So our Red Hot Red lipstick is based on one of Marilyn's favorite colors. And yeah, how did you find that information to begin with?
Well, she wore different ones from different manufacturers, so I managed to track down the colors that she had and
Oh.
found a duplicate of those colors. And
Hmm.
then when I had them, I was able to reproduce them. So
Oh,
that's kind of what
wow.
I went about it. It took me a while because a lot of those colors are not made anymore. Obviously, the brands don't either they exist or they don't exist anymore. So some of them do, but those colors are no longer in production. So I had to track down an original. So
Wow.
it took me a while to find these shades, but I managed to locate them after a few years. So tracking them down. So I tracked down a few colors that she owned and
Hmm.
and wore. So that's how I made that particular shade.
Wow. And do you know if she wore a color, the Red Hot Red color in any of her films?
It looks like it to me in that
Hmm.
film because analyzing what it looks like in the press photos from the movie and
From which, do you know which movie?
in Some Like It Hot.
In Some Like It
You,
Hot. Oh, okay.
yeah, if
Right.
you look at press photos from that, it looks like that's the color that she was wearing.
Yeah.
So sometimes the film changes because after so many years it gets remastered and the colors
Sure.
shift a bit, so you can't really rely on the film. But the older the press photos, if you can get hold of the original press photos, those are pretty accurate to what they were. So from those you can get a pretty good idea of the shade.
Let's see. Rebecca has a question about 60s makeup. She
Yes.
wanted to try black eyeliner with pale pink on the lips, and she bought portrait pink and had olive skin. Yes, and so do you have any tips for applying it on tan skin? So looking for that really light 60s look. Do you have,
Yes.
and Rebecca, if you want to know if you want another color suggestion or just the best way to get that look, but what's the best way to get that look with like a more olive skin tone?
For a 60s light lip, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kind of like heavy
Yes.
eyeliner, light pink lip.
Yeah. For I think for the lips, if you have darker lips or and darker skin, it's probably best to take your foundation and kind of like run it over your lips before you even apply any lipstick. So when you're putting on your foundation, just move the foundation over so that it covers your lips um,
Mhm.
a bit, so that you neutralize the darker shade in your lip, and then after that use the pencil to draw in the shapes and then fill it in with lighter color, and it should look more like the color in the tube. So it should look more to that pink instead of being changed by the darker color of your own lips.
Oh,
So
cool.
it will make the color look more like it looks in the tube.
Oh, excellent. So that's a great tip, I think, for yeah, anything where the color in the tube is
Yeah,
what you love, but it's not quite giving you that same
yeah, it's
thing.
not
That's a
quite
good way to
coming
do that.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
You can use concealer as well, but concealer is usually a little drier, so it's harder
Hmm.
on the lips sometimes. So if you have a liquid foundation that you use, that's a really good way to just put a little bit over once you're doing it, and then just put everything else on top, and it helps set it too, so it stays longer when you do that.
Oh, cool. Ginger Peach Vintage had a question. Sorry, were there expiration dates on makeup back then in the 60s and 50s and before? No,
No.
just keep going.
No, no, they didn't
Oh,
print
funny.
anything. As you can see, look at this, has no information here
Oh my gosh,
at
yeah.
all. So there's no ingredients in this set. See,
Oh,
there
so
there are
no ingredients at all. Just
there's no ingredients at all
oh
anywhere
wow.
in this set. So yeah, you know who made it because of the back label here. See that says who
Yeah,
the company
and the
is.
color.
Yeah, and the color, but there aren't any other ingredients in this or any other information. So no, no, you didn't. The perfume doesn't either. It doesn't have any printed ingredients. So the yeah, the laws changed obviously, and before they didn't have to necessarily disclose all of the ingredients that were
Hmm.
in the products. Um, so a lot of products that you find that are vintage products, they don't actually tell you what's in the product.
Yeah.
For me, when I have to find out what's in it, I have to research back to see if any of the formulas were patented, and then I can look up the patents, and then in the patents I can actually find the ingredients that
Wow.
were in the formula. But it's a lot of digging.
Yeah.
Because they don't tell you anywhere. They don't actually list ingredients anywhere in products from the 30s and the 20s. They don't actually list all the ingredients in the formulas. It wasn't required, so they didn't do
Yeah. Oh, wow.
it.
We had a question from Dear Cupcake, Dear Cupcake 24/7. I very much like that name. What color
Yeah.
lipsticks are we wearing? What color lipstick are you wearing today, Gabriela?
I'm wearing tango. Uh,
Oh,
yes, I'm wearing
that's
tango
awesome.
because I wanted to wear something more peachy.
Hmm.
So this one's kind of went with what I was wearing, so that's what I put
Oh,
on.
that's fun. I'm wearing Wild Orchid, if you are
Oh,
curious.
awesome.
Like it. I've been wearing Wild Orchid a lot. I just love that it's like, it's still so reddish and yet not red. It has that little bit of fuchsia. It's very
Yeah, it
fun.
looks really nice on you. Yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, Rebecca, for those 60s lips, yeah, Portrait Pink. I think Portrait Pink will, with the foundation, be
Yes.
a good option. A good
Portrait
option
peach
for
is
that.
also very nice
Hmm.
for if you have warmer skin. Portrait peach has a little bit
Oh,
more
yeah.
yellow, so portrait peach might be a little bit nicer to wear
Yeah.
because the pink is very cool.
Hmm.
So if your complexion is warmer, you might want to go for Portrait Peach. It's just as light. It just has a little bit more warmth.
Yeah, it's a little more orangish. Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Cool. So thank you for sharing those things, Gabriela.
Oh, you're
I'm
welcome.
amazed every time. I love that ring. I would, I
Yes.
want to
Oh,
get my
yes.
own, yeah, perfume ring
Get
now.
yourself a poison ring.
I know. And so thank you guys for joining us. Also, feel free in the comments afterwards if there are any time periods or anything you would specifically like to see. Gabrielle has all kinds of things. So if there's anything in particular, we can't guarantee we'll show it, but we'll definitely take that into consideration. So please let us
Yeah, if I
know.
have it, yeah, if I have it, for sure, I will. I can look into my archives and see what I have from whatever period you guys want to see. Uh,
Hmm.
in the back today, I put in
Oh, yeah.
this little thing back here. I wanted to show you because people have been asking me about it, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't shown it.
It's like a little extra Disney kind of treat for today.
Yes, so I framed it because it was the first thing that I got from Disney when I first started working with them. But this is a chart of all the inks from Snow White. So these are original inks. These are like swatches of every ink from Snow
Oh.
White.
Can you move it over even a little bit more? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. And these are just the actual inks themselves.
Yes,
And they're so
yes.
much more muted than you think they would be.
Yes, yeah, they're very muted, and somebody actually went to the trouble of getting each jar, opening it up, and coloring all these for me. So
Wow.
I was
Oh,
very honored that they actually took the time to do this for me because I couldn't have made the palette without actually having
yeah.
this as a reference because this is what I took to the lab to match every shadow to these colors
Wow.
and match the lipsticks to these colors. So, so without this, I couldn't have done it. So I was very thankful that they actually did this for me,
Yeah.
that they took the time to put it together for me and give me these. But yeah, you can see that these are paints. Somebody just painted these,
Yeah.
and these are original paints from 1937. Isn't
Wow.
that wild?
Just the original. That is so cool.
So yeah,
Ah,
so I
wow.
kept it because
Yeah.
I thought it was really special that they did this for me, and since this was the first one that I ever did, I put in a little frame and I put it at the house.
Oh, I love
uh,
it. Cynthia says, I love what you do, Gabriella. Amazing. I love the Snow White collection. NP or M Purity says, I mispronounced your name. I'm so sorry. Yes, I admire Gabriella so much. I'm always talking about her and her brand here in Costa Rica. So thank you.
oh, awesome! Wow, thank you so much. Wow, in
Yes,
Costa
people.
Rica.
I know, that cool. People definitely love you, Gabriella. Of course. Why not? We have requests for 30s, 40s, and 60s for
Oh,
future
okay.
makeup stuff. So yeah, we'll
Okay.
absolutely
Well,
keep that
I
in
just
mind.
did 60s.
Yeah.
I can look for more 40s and 30s. I definitely have a lot from those periods, so I can look for some more stuff for you. I have more 60s as well. Yes. Yeah, I have so many things that I keep going forever and show you things
And it's kind of the good part
from
about
every decade.
having to
Uh-huh.
be at home is it's all right there. So
Yeah, it's
you got
all
it here.
yeah. Yes, I brought it all from the store
Yeah.
because since the store is closed, I just put everything in boxes and brought it home. So I have all of my antiques here at home now, so I can show you all kinds of things.
Yeah. So if you liked today's video, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Also look back. We have a whole playlist of the Thursday chats with Gabriella. Those are all either Q&As, and most of them are more vintage makeup things. So you can see all the little goodies, the
Yes.
the padding device from hitting your face,
Yeah,
the tool from the 20s. That's all in the back catalog there. And also, she has a podcast, Classic Beauty with Besame Cosmetics, where she answers questions and interviews fascinating people. So check that out too if you like this stuff today. And we'll be back next Thursday. So thank
yes.
you so much again. Thank you, Gabriella. and
Thank
have a
you.
wonderful day.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.